When I was little, I used to be scared of it. And I also used to be scared of things like The Exorcist and Jeepers Creepers. I was always scared he was gonna come in my sleep and take my eyes out. It was legitimately concerning, okay? Well, it's no longer the boogeyman hiding under your bed. It is now, apparently, Huggy Wuggy. That's right, Huggy Wuggy was on the news right next to these awful... Huggy Wuggy is on the news, and for the dumbest reason possible. I was reading into this, and it's so stupid. Oh my god. What parents need to know about the disturbing new social media trend impacting kids.
Holly is in the newsroom with a new game parents need to watch out for. And Holly, this is pretty unsettling.
It is unsettling, Stephen Jeanette, and it's called, innocently enough, the Huggy Wuggy game. And while it may sound innocent...
No, it's not! God! The news is so disconnected from reality, it's not even funny. The Huggy Wuggy game. They don't even know the name of the game. Like, I'm aware that Poppy Playtime is controversial to a lot of people. I don't really care how you feel about it, but this video is mostly just like about like how stupid, the reasons why they'll put things on the news, you know?
It could actually be really traumatic for some children. So joining us now from parents.com, who reported on the game, is editorial director Melissa Bykowski. Good morning, Melissa. It's good to see you.
Parents.com? Is that website where they review like everything and be like, is this for your kids? Yeah, see, the thing about these things is they just need articles to write, and obviously they have ads. They need to run these ads, man. They need to run these ads.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
And I get articles from parents.com, and I saw this article, and I couldn't believe it. I was reading it. So for people that aren't familiar with Huggy Wuggy, what is it?
Yeah, so Huggy Wuggy is a character in a horror computer game called Poppy Playtime.
There you go.
It's blue. It kind of looks like Cookie Monster, but it has really big teeth. But like most things in pop culture, kids aren't necessarily watching or playing it, but they're hearing about it in other ways.
No, it's TikTok. It's TikTok and this awful YouTube kids animations. That's exactly what it is. So ridiculous.
Yeah. So
and so how is this becoming like such a concern? Like, how is this translating? Is it just scaring them, or are they actually taking on some of the actions of this creature?
Yeah. So apparently in the game, the character that you just saw goes around and hugs people and whispers really creepy songs into their ears.
No, they don't! No! They have not played a single second of the game. You mean they'll go on the news and talk about something that they don't understand at all? I was surprised if they even got the name of the game right. Guys, yeah, if you played Poppy Playtime, you remember that time where he comes in your ear and whispers, "Hey, come here, little boy, I'd like to hug you." I totally remember that part. Yeah, in Poppy Playtime, everyone's just hugging everybody. All kinds of hugs. And another thing is, like, yeah, hugs are so terrifying. Like, usually people, like, it's like, oh, does the game encourage people to, like, hit each other or do anything dangerous? No, just hugging. Just hugging. It's so stupid.
So Common Sense Media says there's no graphic violence, but obviously that can be a little
scary. It's a horror game.
On playgrounds, it seems like kids are mimicking that. They're going around and hugging each other and kind of whispering these creepy mantras at each other.
So it's kind of like what we saw with Squid Game, like Squid Game to the playground, Huggy Wuggy to the playground with kids.
After looking into this for a while, there's a lot of different angles that people have taken, that they're whispering these weird things, and I don't really honestly know where they're getting this information at all. I really believe that they're just like fabricating things just to have a story. That's what I honestly believe. From my understanding, I haven't seen these TikToks myself, but from my understanding, what it actually is on TikTok, they use the sound from this song by Try Hard Ninja, which is, by the way, nothing is wrong with this song at all. I'm not gonna play it because I'll probably get copyright claimed, but yeah, I mean, Try Hard Ninja released this song just like a lot of YouTubers, you know, just like, you know, how we know Indigo and a lot of other YouTubers that make music videos for these songs. It's just making a music video about a horror game. That's literally all it is. And I guess people on TikTok were using this lyrics from this song. Yeah, see, like, you never had a hug quite this snug. Like, you know, it's not like Huggy Wuggy talks or anything, so they literally just like do anything to kind of make up lyrics for the song. I know how this stuff goes, but from my understanding, yeah, see, like, and they even left a comment right here. So like, it is totally out of Try Hard Ninja's control and the Poppy Playtime, you know, developers, I'm sure, that people are making these sounds and then putting them on TikTok. And, you know, if they're making weird videos, it literally has nothing to do with any of with the Huggy Wuggy at all. It's just freaking weird people making weird crap on TikTok. Does TikTok even have a kids mode? That's actually what I would like to know. If I were to bet, it probably doesn't. And you see some awful stuff on TikTok. TikTok is a cesspool. It really is. But it's not fair because Try Hard Ninja was like actually getting some of the blame for this crap. And literally they just made a song about a horror game that's not even directed towards kids. Like they have the developers nor like Try Hard Ninja have anything to do with kids getting a hold of this stuff. Like that's what YouTube Kids is for. And we all know how YouTube Kids is. It's freaking weird as it is, man. That's arguably what you find on YouTube Kids is way worse than Huggy Wuggy. Come on.
So here's the next thing. What can parents do about it?
The thing is that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about is that some parents are actually okay with their children playing horror games. It's quite obvious that kids do play horror games. I played Grand Theft Auto when I was growing up, and I'm sure a lot of you did as well. I don't get why people don't talk about that. There are some parents out there that let their kids play these things because they know they're not gonna be freaking little weirdos and go try to hug people and say, hey, little Johnny. Not every kid is gonna do that because there are kids out there with common sense. Now, I will say, I do totally understand because there are cases where kids have been inspired by things and done some ridiculous, awful things, you know? Like the whole Slender Man thing. But again, that's not really the developers of these things' faults. Like, no one wants this, like, weird things like that to happen. At the end of the day, it's always the same thing. Just monitor what your kids are doing. And it's so sad because they literally don't even know what the game's about because they've never seen it. It's like, you're gonna be all concerned about this thing. It's like, if you actually knew what it was about, there would be nothing to be concerned about. That's what I don't get. They literally do the bare minimum when it comes to research. It's so stupid.
What can parents do about it?
Yeah, so obviously it's impossible to know every single thing your kid is playing and watching. But a big thing to do is just know the apps that they're using. If they're using YouTube, if they're using Facebook.
I agree with you on that one.
And that way parents can come to their child when they see a news segment like this and say, you know, have you heard of this game? Have you heard?
Okay, that's where I stop you. The news segments don't always know what they're talking about. You already proved that to me by what you've said about the game. What I feel like a lot of people don't point out is these people that on these websites, these people on the news, they literally don't care. You think they actually care? They don't care. They just want a story to run. It sounds interesting? Great, let's put it on. That's all they care about. They're like clickbait YouTubers, okay? We all just want some content at the end of the day. And if this is just a way to get some interesting content, then sure, we'll go ahead and we'll just not do any research and just spew a bunch of lies. Police warn about the dangers of Huggy Wuggy. He's a horror game character. He's supposed to be dangerous. That's the whole point of a horror game. It's like they've never heard of a horror game. And look at it. Oh my god, dude. Like things like this. Huggy Wuggy spawned from the Poppy Playtime app and encourages children to commit violent acts to themselves and others? What? What? When? Where? How? They got the police chief saying this? Oh, it's so... And you know this spread like wildfire on Facebook. The freaking moms with the minion memes. They just... It always boggles my mind how this stuff pops up when... Oh, it's literally over like, what, nothing? It's like, I think the kids are just like repeating lyrics to a song about a horror game. And just doing weird crap because that's what kids do. The thing is, kids have not changed one bit. When I was a kid, man, kids would say the weirdest crap to me and they didn't even have access to the internet. They would still... be like little freaking tweakers and talk about all kinds of things, man. The dumbest things you could think of. Unfortunately, the online character Huggy Wuggy has come to our community like he's just ravaging the whole community. It's like Godzilla. Huggy Wuggy demonstrates to children how to hug someone until they can no longer breathe. As a person who's played Poppy Playtime like 20 times, I would love for you to point out where that actually happens, because it doesn't. If there's any evidence of that, it's not from the actual official game itself. It's from the awful YouTube Kids videos and just like parody animations that people make. Like, I don't know why this even has to be said. Like, I don't know why these news outlets and apparently the police are so hard-headed. I get on one hand that kids can be really dumb and just repeat things that they see, but again, you know, that's really not up to anyone else but these platforms to really, you know, not serve that to their kids. And, you know, as long as YouTube, TikTok, and all these places are doing their job, then that means it's the parents' fault for letting their children, you know, have access to the internet, because literally giving kids cell phones, it's a pretty bad thing. If without parental controls, let me tell you, like the things that they'll see, Like my wife the other day, I'm not even gonna like repeat it, but it was just like this certain video that was floating around TikTok about a certain ride. Millions of people saw what happened on that video, and it's awful what you can see on your phone. At the end of the day, no matter what, it's just up to the parents. It's I don't know how many times this really needs to be repeated, you know? I always find it extremely funny and like ironic that parents would give their kids this device that has access to literally everything on the internet and absolutely do nothing to control what they see on it with the many plethora of parental controls that, you know, they actually have to their disposal. Like, people actually do create these things that parents can use. I know firsthand because my sister, I have like my little nephews, they love horror games, but it gives them nightmares, so she blocks like everything, and she checks who are they subscribed to, she checks what are they watching, and she only allows them to watch a select few YouTubers. I know because I just babysat one of them the other day, and I was stuck watching this freaking god-awful kids channel for like 2 hours, but I can at least say from the 2 hours that I watched of it that it wasn't a bad channel. You know, sure, it's kids content, I don't really care about it, but again, it's not weird crap that these parents are claiming that their kids can get access to. It's not impossible to monitor your children. I don't get it. What's so hard about it? If you care about your kids that much, don't give them access to internet. God. But this kind of stuff makes me scared personally. Like, what if I ever made a game one day and it's like it gets taken like this happens? You know, that's kind of sucky because it really has nothing to do with the developers and people that are making fan content, like genuine fan content, like the songs. You know, like the song that we looked at, and it's pretty stupid that people are getting blamed because people can't do some really simple research about like things. It's not hard, it really isn't. But like I said, at the end of the day, they just want some content. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and yeah, all right, see you guys.